Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. It's a general reading, okay? It could be past, present, or future. You're going to know best where this resonates on the timeline for you, okay? So with that being said, let's just jump right in and see what the message is today. Let's see, I'm going to get these cards over here. Missing one. Cards everywhere, okay? Let's see. What's the message today here for the collective? We have the Nine of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Fool in reverse. Okay, and the Magician at the bottom. So there's someone here that's under judgment, or there is judgment being called on a situation for some sort of a stupid decision someone made. Okay, somebody did something reckless, foolish, and this has to do with money, okay? Some sort of finances. Let's see what this is. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? With the Magician, somebody maybe try to create something, try to create an outcome. What's the Nine of Pentacles? What is it? This is, okay, Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Hierophant in reverse. So this has to do with some sort of messages, all right? Messages, communication, could be text messages. And a group of people working together here. This has to do with some sort of corruption maybe, or something illegal, or maybe a divorce. Okay, we'll see. Why is Judgment here? The King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There is a King of Swords here that's under judgment, literally, okay, with the cards. And this has to do with a loss of a lot of money, or the loss of an inheritance, or the Sun. Now something is being exposed. Now the truth is out. This person is losing everything, or something about losing a lot of money, all right? The Fool in reverse. The Queen of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So there's a Queen of Cups here that did something foolish, took some sort of action here, quick action, or a group of people, or something being targeted. This could have something to do with a party, okay? Because it looks like the target is the group, right? Something's being directed at a group, or at a party, or a group of friends, or we'll see what that is, all right? Let's see. Tell me more about this Nine of Pentacles, please. Okay, someone here is feeling anxious. They're feeling nervous and stressed out because they lied about somebody not having a blessing, not getting a gift, not getting an investment. Somebody lied about a lot of money and losing an investment, or not having a blessing, okay? So because they felt burdened by this, or they felt stressed out and anxious about something, they couldn't find mental peace, they felt like they had pressure, they took some sort of action here. They took a risk, but it was a stupid risk. So what's this lie about? A mirror. They tried to mirror something, mirroring each other. Relationships reflect our wounds. So they try to reflect or mirror a wound, or a relationship, or they try to mirror something, someone, okay, with some sort of messages. about a narcissist. Okay, a self-absorbed narcissist, a love bomber. So this has to do with the lies that a narcissist told. They tried to mirror this. Okay, tell me more about the lies that a narcissist told. About not being heartbroken, no breakup. Somebody was not hurt, sad, not grieving. Okay, tell me more about that, please. What's this Nine of Pentacles? Losing a great fortune. Losing a great fortune. A family room. This has to do with a family losing a great fortune, okay? Help me understand that, please. They felt very burdened, okay? They felt a big weight, a big pressure, or maybe that's how they feel right now. Maybe this has something to do with how they feel right now. Maybe this is not the past. So right now, someone might feel a big burden, or they feel stressed out. They feel like something is a lot because they lied about a family and losing a great fortune, or losing an inheritance or something like that, okay? So they're being exposed. They're under judgment, okay? So that's maybe why they feel stressed out right now and worried about something, because they lied. They don't want to be exposed. So this kind of feels like a plan, because they lied about not having the blessing. They lied about losing money. They lied about someone not getting a gift after receiving a lot of money, okay? They tried to mirror something here. Yeah, they're getting exposed. They're getting exposed for something, and it's making them stressed out, okay? The Three of Pentacles in reverse. They can't find a solution to this. Some sort of collaboration is falling apart because they're getting exposed. They can't find a solution. Somebody's not working together. It's a plan. All right, so here we go. Here they come, planning again. Okay. Planning again. Love, and this has to do with love, all right? So what did they lie about here? What did they lie about? I don't know, but the truth is out, okay? So the truth is out about the fact that they lied. And I feel like that's the main thing, is that they're exposed that something they said was a lie. Okay. So now they're working together here again with messages. What's that about? Or that this lie was based off of messages or something like that. I like you in reverse. That someone doesn't like someone. Somebody's not dating someone. Somebody doesn't like someone. Okay, what's that mean? Oh, someone is just an option, a one-night stand. Someone has many options. Somebody's just stringing someone along. So is that what they said about you? That you were just someone's option? You were just being strung along? You were just a one-night stand? Or what did they say here? Yeah, a karmic relationship, that somebody is resentful and triggered and in turmoil because of something just being about a one-night stand, or that someone was just an option. Okay, so I feel like that's the lie that they said about you, or the narrative they try to spin about you, is that you were triggered about something, or resentful because you were treated like an option by someone. But this was a wound, all right? Because look, it says mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds. So that could have been an actual wound that you felt, right? Maybe you were in a relationship with someone that made you feel like you were just an option, that made you feel like they were just stringing you along, okay? Maybe that was something that did hurt you a lot and it did trigger you. The weird thing about it, though, is that these people, I guess, whoever they are, used this wound that you feel or that you had against you because they're self-absorbed narcissists. So, look, let's just be honest for a second. How is it your fault that you find yourself in a relationship with someone where it's a one-sided relationship, where they're just stringing you along and treating you like an option? How is that your fault? So of course there's going to be a wound there that hurts you, right? When you're in a relationship like that. What's weird to me is that there's a group of people here that use this wound and your own emotions and how you felt being strung along by someone. They're like using it against you to lie, to create a lie, okay? And the truth is coming out about that, all right? So I guess that's the truth that's coming to light, is that yes, there was a wound there, or there is a wound there, or there's a person that did make you feel that way. But there's a group of people that is like weaponizing this against you, or they're using this to their advantage to lie about you and create lies. All right. Because they feel burdened by their own lies. Okay. Why is this person under judgment here? For a message of concern, because this person communicated something. They made a message of concern about something. When it comes to losing an inheritance, with a family, not getting money, losing out on a lot of money with a family room, all right? So, all right, what's that mean? It means that they are a false person that's getting exposed, okay, for whatever they said here. Like, how are you gonna, look, somebody else is mistreating you. Somebody else is treating you like shit in a relationship. They're stringing you along. They're making you an option. But you're the bad guy? I'm not getting that part. How are they making you the bad guy for the fact that someone else love bombed you and had a one-sided relationship with you that you thought was love, and they just strung you along and treated you like an option, but you're the bad guy? Make that make sense. There was no change. There was no shocking news, no epiphany, okay? Welcoming love in reverse. Somebody was not the one. Okay, so it's kind of like they're trying to spin it in a way where you were hurt about the fact that you were not the one. You were not the chosen one. You were just an option. Somebody didn't want to be serious with you. You weren't worth the commitment. You know, it's like, How are they going to take your own feelings and use them against you like that? Sorry that I laugh, but it's like I'm actually dumbfounded by these people, how nasty they are. They're just so nasty. Abundance, yeah, because you're not getting what you want. That's how they try to spin it. Because you're someone, you're not getting what you want. You can't manifest what you want. It's just chemistry. So, okay, so what? Now you're not allowed to be upset that somebody won't commit to you, that someone is treating you like an option. You're supposed to just allow that and not have a problem with it. And if you do have a problem with it, then you're the bad guy because you're not getting what you want. But the thing is, it's like they're pretending like somebody told you. Here's the thing, here's the catch, right? They're pretending like somebody told you that they don't want you. That's not what stringing along is, though, and being treated like an option. People that treat someone like an option and string them along, tell them everything they want to hear, right? So if you're sitting there going, wow, this person is stringing me along and they don't want to commit to me, but they're telling me that they want this and they want that and I'm the only one, but you're realizing that it's just staying at one spot. These people are treating the situation like somebody told you straight up, I don't want you. But when they didn't. That's not how stringing someone along and keeping them as an option works. That shit only works when someone lies to you and tells you everything that you want to hear. Right? Do you get me? So how are they spinning this narrative that you are upset because you're not getting what you want when the person that you're with or that you were with at this time is telling you that they are going to give you everything you want? You know what I mean? So that whole narrative, that doesn't even make any sense from the get-go, okay? So how can you be upset that you're not getting what you want when the person that you're with is telling you that you're going to get everything that you want from them, but they just don't follow through with action? I mean, it's something like that. That's the lie that they're building off of here, is that you're not getting what you want. That's how they're justifying it. They're using your own like pain and your own wounds against you. It's so weird. Okay. Stabbed in the back. Meeting and conversing with friends. All right. So something about talking to people, talking to friends, meeting and conversing about someone being attacked, stabbed in the back. Okay. Over a breakup and a separation. What is that about? The Tower in reverse is about how they tried to avoid a catastrophe, all right? How they tried to avoid the truth from coming out about everything that they said, okay? Yeah, something about you not being able to let go, okay? That you're weak or you're angry because you can't let go. So they're, okay, so what they're trying to say is that someone told you straight up that they don't want you, even though I'm pretty sure they never said that. Or they said that you were just an option and they chose someone else, which also, that's not how it works when they want multiple options, right? They're not going to tell you that they have other options that they're choosing over you if they want you as an option. That's just not how it works, okay? But all right, so something about you being angry, or someone being angry, not being able to get over it, not being able to let something go. Oh, okay, or this is someone else, I don't know. The Six of Swords. Yeah, they're lying, look. They're lying, they're cheating, they're stealing, they're trying to get away with something, okay? Yeah, they're just trying to get away with lying. This is someone that's just trying to get away with something that they lied about. Okay? And the way that they're doing that is they're projecting something onto you, okay? It's like, you're the problem, not me. 7 of Pentacles, yeah. The Hermit. I mean, this could even be an investigation, all right? Somebody looking into something, researching something, looking for the answers, working hard on something, all right, for a long time. What's that about? A liar. A liar and a thief and a criminal, okay? Maybe they lied. I don't know. They lied to someone about a house. They lied about a house or about something that happened at a house or in a community. Yeah, they're trying to get away with something that they lied about, okay? With a child. With a child. They're trying to lie their way out of something that happened with a child at a house. What did they say? That someone was not triggered, not resentful, not in turmoil. Talking, text calls, and emails. Somebody was not in turmoil. Somebody was not resentful in some sort of text calls and emails. Okay. There's been some sort of shocking, sudden change, shocking news, an epiphany when it comes to something from the past. Somebody is learning from the past. And this is an epiphany about somebody trying to change the perception of the past. Okay. So who's this King of Swords? Someone that's married, or it has to do with a marriage, all right? And some sort of photograph, some sort of money, stability, security. Looking at your photos, somebody that got some sort of money to write a statement or to give some sort of photographs or to give screenshots or hand of cards, to take a chance, take a risk with some sort of screenshots or photographs or evidence or paperwork, a signature, money. Okay. Because something was exposed about a King of Cups in reverse. Or now the truth is coming to light about a King of Cups in reverse. And yeah, the truth is out and they're trying to get away with it. Okay. The truth is out and now they're trying to get away with it. So this is all about what they're doing right now, I guess. Yeah, Temperance. Because they don't want to hand something over. They don't want to give something. They don't want to give someone money. They don't want to hand something over. They didn't receive something. They don't have something, okay, to give. What is that? They're trying to get away with it. They're trying to get away with something, again, without having to turn something in or hand something over. This has to do with a Queen of Swords, a Queen of Wands in reverse, and some sort of money. It has to do with money that somebody was sent, money that someone received, a lot of money. And they don't want this to be exposed, so they're trying to get out of it. Okay. Who's involved in this? Judgment. The King of Swords, that's under judgment here. Yeah, for something that they did to come out of some sort of lack, okay? Or this has to do with someone that took action. They're under judgment for saying that somebody was losing a great fortune, a family, somebody was not getting some sort of money, that somebody was resentful, that maybe that you felt resentful, rejected about someone moving on. That was the plan. Okay, so now they're trying to defend their own plan here, or whatever they were working on. They're trying to defend the plan. Okay, how? With an offer, with something that they're trying to give the King of Wands in justice. Something that they're trying to give a King of Wands. Justice. This King of Swords. So what is this person giving the King of Wands now, huh? Something to get away. What else? All right, something to get away with this. Oh, they're coming. They're on their way. Look, they're coming to the Hierophant. They're coming to the Hierophant again, is what it looks like. They're about to take a leap of faith here with some sort of bad memories of the past, or because they don't want to be investigated. They don't want something they did in the past to be looked into. Okay, they don't want something to be looked into. They don't want to be investigated. So what the heck did they bring to the King of Wands here? Oh, whatever it is, they're trying to charm someone and use someone and manipulate someone. Okay, empath narcissist. About somebody having a new phase. They're trying to change someone's mind. They're trying to rekindle something and transform something and change someone's mind. So the narcissist is coming in to whoever they've been lying to this whole time already. And they're going to try and change this person's mind about something, okay? Because they can't change the perception, or that something is not watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. They want to change the perception. They want to change someone's mind. Okay, the truth. What is this King of Swords bringing in? The King of Swords is under judgment. They're trying to bring something in. What is this? It's a main male. A main male in the community is going to try and change someone's mind by lying again. But give me more details, please. I feel like this is what they're about to do, or this is some sort of something that they're planning, because they've already gotten themselves like knee deep up in some sort of mess they've created for themselves. So what is it? What is the stupid risk they're about to take here? They don't want to have a painful ending. They don't want to have a painful ending. They're trying to get out of something. They're trying to avoid something being over. They're taking action. Bad news. Okay, or something about something not being communicated, some sort of messages. They're coming in with some sort of information about someone being stressed out, worried, Aquarius, Leo energy. What is this about? It has to do with someone being angry, okay. Someone being hurt, being angry, not dealing with someone, blocking someone, avoiding a conversation, call person, being angry, not being able to free yourself from a toxic relationship, somebody not freeing themselves from heartbreak. Paradise. has to do with a cassette, outdated thinking, replaying events over in your head. It has something to do with you, and I feel like this Nine of Swords is you, or fears that you had, or things that you just couldn't like let go of. Things that kept replaying in your mind over and over again because you were dealing with someone that was an avoidant, that would avoid conversations with you. They didn't want to talk to you about certain things. Every time you brought them up, they would get angry. They would get violent and angry every time you try to confront them about things because they didn't want to deal with things. They didn't want to deal with you. They didn't want to answer questions. So things just kept replaying over and over in your mind because you never got answers. You never got closure to some things, okay? What the fuck is this person hiding? Has to do with this person diluting the truth, pretending, hiding things, wearing a mask, and gaslighting. Something about them hiding the truth, not wanting to talk to you, trying to avoid a conversation. Because you keep replaying things over and over again. You keep replaying the past. You can't let go of the past. You keep bringing it up. You can't let it go because you don't know what they're hiding. You don't know what else there is under that mask. They don't want to talk to you about it. They're angry with you. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to talk. They want to avoid a conversation, call a person. They want to hide things. They want to hide names, dates, times, people, relationships, everything. They want to tell you that they never liked that person. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't have anything to do with them. I didn't like them. I don't even know them. I never dated them. I never flirted with them. What are you talking about? Something about someone is not resentful. Someone is not in turmoil. Someone is not triggered. Okay. This person is a charmer, a user, and a narcissist. This has to do with a narcissist that's a manipulator. Okay. They're wearing a mask. They're a manipulator. They want to avoid certain conversations. They don't want to deal with certain things. They want to tell you, I don't like this person. I never dated this person, but they're lying. They're manipulating you. They're hiding things. They're hiding how they truly felt. They're pretending like it wasn't that serious. Like, okay. Yeah, you're not obsessed with someone. Yeah, here's the lie. You're not obsessive. You're not possessive. You're not controlling. You're not jealous. You're not a chaser, chasing after someone, not leaving them alone, okay? You're not any of those things. You're actually someone that's traumatized by somebody that's a liar, okay? By someone that has constantly treated you like an option and constantly hid things from you, okay? When somebody lies to you repeatedly over and over and over again, or hides things, or gaslights you, you know what liars love to do is gaslight you. And the way that they do it is they'll tell you that you're crazy. Why won't you just let the past go? Why do you keep bringing up the past? Why do you keep bringing up old things? Why can't you just let the past go? Because you're a liar. Because you hide things. Okay? So this is like, okay, so now I get it. This is what these people are using against you. Is that someone's lying to you. You know that they're hiding things from you. You can't just let the past go because you know that there's more that you don't know, that you're never going to find out about, okay? But it just keeps replaying over your mind because you keep wondering, like, was there more here? Did they lie there? What else are they hiding? And when you try to confront this person about it, they don't want to talk about it. They get angry with you. They don't want to have that conversation. They tell you, you're crazy. Why are you so obsessed? Why can't you just let it go? Okay, you're the one that you're jealous. Why are you jealous of them? Why are you always digging around in my past? Gaslighting. That is literally gaslighting, okay? It's that they're trying to make you feel crazy for the fact that you know that they're not telling you the whole truth, or you just can't let the past go because there was so many lies. So that's what they're trying to use against you, really, is that they're trying to make you look like the bad guy. And see, that's what I was getting at the beginning. Why are you the bad guy when this is obvious manipulation that's going on here, okay? You're the bad guy because you can't let the past go because you know that someone is a liar. But because this person calls you crazy and delusional, and they call you someone that can't let go of the past, and you're just obsessed with the past. You're not obsessed with the past. You're not controlling. You're not jealous. Not any of that. You just know that someone is really good at gaslighting and hiding things. All right. Yeah, this is gaslighting on steroids, basically. Okay, gaslighting on steroids. That's what this is. So anything else? The Four of Wands. This has to do with a house, a property. Okay, maybe even where someone lives. All right, the Page of Cups. Messages. Someone reaching out to someone. Wanting to apologize. Okay. Somebody reaching out, wanting to apologize. The Eight of Swords in reverse, trying to get themselves out of imprisonment, out of entrapment. This was a stupid risk that somebody took here. Look, it's something that this King of Swords is trying to hide. A King of Swords is trying to hide something here. They have secrets, a lot of secrets about money that was given to them, or something that was given to them, or something that was paid to someone. Okay, this is what they're going to try and take this stupid risk on here. This is the plan. Yeah, they don't want anybody to find out the truth, okay? The Two of Swords. They think that they can delude people, they can gaslight people, they can deflect, they can just deny. Deny. As long as I deny something, no one's going to know it was me, right? Ten of Wands in reverse. They just want to get a burden off their back. They just want to keep trying to avoid something. I don't know. This is someone that just doesn't change, all right? They just don't change. They never change. They're always going to be this way. A relationship. It has to do with somebody that in a certain relationship, they just don't change. They just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Okay? This is someone that is a manipulator. And it's kind of sad because maybe you also, like, look, a relationship, a partnership. Oh, excuse me. Maybe you haven't allowed yourself to have that epiphany yet. That you're actually the empath in a narcissist paradigm. That you're actually in a toxic relationship with someone that is a narcissist or a sociopath, and they don't actually really care about you at all. I feel like lightning in reverse is for you, that you just haven't allowed maybe that thought to sink in, okay? Or this is the past, I don't know. Maybe in the past it was really hard for you to have that awakening, okay, to who you were dealing with. Obsessive, possessive, and controlling. Yeah, how manipulative this is. This is so manipulative. This is extremely manipulative. That this person, just because you want answers, just because you want to know the truth, they call you controlling. They call you crazy and obsessed with someone because they don't want the truth to come out. All right? They're trying so hard to stop you from finding out the truth. They're trying so hard to stop you from asking questions and wanting answers that they say, you're crazy. Why are you so obsessed? Why are you so controlling? This is like someone that knows that they have something in their phone that they don't want you to see. And when you say, I want to see if you're cheating on me, they say, why are you so controlling? You are so controlling. Why do you want to see my phone? Why don't you trust me? Because you haven't given me a reason to trust you, okay? This is like someone, they want you to trust them. They'll tell you, I'm going to prove to you that you can trust me. But every single time you ask for this, you ask for that, you want to know where they were, why they didn't answer, they'll say, why are you so controlling? Why are you so obsessed? Or, especially the jealous card, okay? Jealous and obsessed. It's like, this will be someone that will lie to you, lie about their ex, okay? About other people that they were with, about cheating partners and all this. And then they'll turn around and say to you, why are you so obsessed with them? Why do you keep asking me questions about them? Why can't you just let it go? That's the biggest psyop that people in relationships will ever encounter, is when a highly manipulative narcissist makes you feel like you are the jealous, obsessed one and controlling one because they are constantly lying and hiding things from you. Making you feel like you're the problem for not trusting them when they do everything to abuse your trust. Right? Yeah, that's the biggest psyop right there. Stabbed in the back, exactly. Because every single time this person gets the chance to, they stab you in the back. Every time. They want you to turn around, right? They're like, they want to blindfold you and put you in the dark. And then they're like, trust me, I won't do anything to you, okay? You can trust me. You can trust me, really. Just stand here. I'm going to put you in this dark room with a blindfold on, but trust me, I'll never do something to you. And then they stab you in the back. And then they stab you in the back. And then you're standing there going like, you just stabbed me in the back. I trusted you. And they're like, yeah, but I want you to stand back in this corner. Don't ask questions. Okay? Just blindfold yourself again. I need you to trust me, okay? And you're like, I can't trust you. You stabbed me in the back. Well, why are you so controlling? Why are you so obsessive? Oh, why don't you believe me? Why would I? It's like they do it over and over and over again, right? And then they call it love. What the fuck? And then they call it love. And then they call it love, really. This is the strangest shit ever. It's like, this is someone that stabs you in the back and then they tell you that they love you. Yeah, it's super confusing. Again. And this is like it's giving me like this, like the biggest psyop here, because this is someone that is constantly lying to you, hiding things from you, stabbing you in the back, then telling you that they love you. And then it's being weaponized against you that you're being treated like an option. That you can't accept that someone doesn't love you, but it's like, that's not what they were saying. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Making you out to be the bad guy, making you out to be the one that's obsessed with someone. You're controlling, you're jealous, you're crazy, you just can't let things go. But they're putting you in a dark room and stabbing you in the back over and over and over again. And then this is like, it's like, and then they're turning around and trying to say that you're the angry one, you're the controlling angry one, and you just can't leave and let it go. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because every single time you want to leave and walk away, this person comes in with the, but I love you. Where's it? Where's the I love you card? Every time you're like, you stab me in the back, I'm leaving. They're like, I love you, but I love you. It's love. Only to turn around and say that you're the one that can't walk away? I don't get this. I don't get this person. And now we have a King of Swords here who's under judgment because this person is also lying, creating false... God damn it, I really hope this King of Swords is not the same person as this relationship. But I don't even know at this point. Like, I don't even know. Four of Cups. The plan, the whole plan, everything that they're working on here is to make you feel like you're rejected. The plan to make you feel like you're rejected and left out, or the plan to make you look like you're the one that's resentful and holding a grudge, all right? Over the Ace of Cups, over a new beginning in love. This is how they think they're going to have victory and success. But now there's no illusion anymore, okay? Well, I'm glad. Like, this is some serious, like, psychological terror. I swear to God. It feels like somebody's being, like, psychologically and emotionally and mentally and verbally absolutely terrorized, okay? Like, this is, like, abuse. Like, you don't even know what... The Eight of Swords and the King of Wands... Yeah, it's like let me put a blindfold on you. I just want to put a blindfold on you, and I want to put your hands together, and I want to just stand right here and don't move. And you're like, I can't see anything. I don't know. I don't feel good about this. And they're like, just trust me. And then they come and stab you in the back. What? I don't get it. Okay, and they want you to feel rejected, and they want to say that you're the resentful one. I feel like you're not resentful. You are just, for the most part, you're just confused as hell, okay? How people can be this way. Yeah, the Two of Swords, something about not being able to see something clearly, just being confused, not being able to realize, like, what is reality? Like, what is the truth? Are you lying to me? I don't understand. You know, it's like, how are you supposed to know the truth if you just don't know anything at all? Okay, and this has to do with a King of Cups and somebody losing a house, not being home, moving out of a home, not being home, moving out. The Lovers, something about a relationship, okay? The Tower. So now there's an Emperor here going through a tower. And this has to do with somebody wanting to move out or somebody leaving a relationship. Okay. The High Priestess in reverse. They can't switch something around, or somebody can't balance something out. Someone didn't listen to their intuition. What's that about? This has to do with a choice that someone made. With a bad investment? Bad financial news? A choice that someone made with bad financial news. What's that? A plan not working, or someone losing a job. Something not changing. Something didn't change. Something's not changing. A plan didn't work. Something didn't change. What do you mean someone didn't listen to their intuition? About a main female and imprisonment. Somebody didn't listen to their intuition about someone being imprisoned? What does that mean? About someone taking action here to come out of poverty. Someone is being exposed now for taking some sort of action out of sadness, out of grief. Taking action out of sadness, out of grief. This has to do with third parties and a gift, an investment, a blessing, an object, some sort of evidence maybe, okay? A group of people taking action with a coffin, with an ending. So a group of people didn't listen to their intuition, that they wouldn't be able to balance something out here, or they wouldn't be able to switch something around with a main female and imprisonment. And a relationship being over, a soulmate connection being over completely, endings and a new beginning. And somebody not liking someone, not wanting to date someone, not liking someone. So they didn't realize that they wouldn't be able to balance this out when they said this, okay? Because of somebody being a chaser, chasing after someone, not leaving someone alone. Yeah, because you make healthy choices, all right? You make healthy choices, okay? This has to do with somebody talking to a lot of girls, having a lot of different choices, having a lot of different women, spending a lot of time with friends, okay? For a long time, or something done over time, a long time. Can we wrap it up here? Okay, I don't know. What's the closing words here for this message today? What is the closing words for this? Is that somebody is imbalanced. Wow. The message for today is that these people thought that your pain, your trauma, your pain, your heartbreak is what would help them with victory and success. All the pain that you went through, all the hurt that someone caused you, all the horrible things that someone did to you, they thought this would be their way to victory. To say something about a death or a permanent ending because of somebody not giving something to you. Because of someone not giving to you. Because of you not receiving something, a commitment, right? This is how this King of Swords tried getting you trapped. Or something about being trapped in a house, being trapped and stuck in a home, being trapped and stuck, bound. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the arrow. That's the arrow in this situation, is that you're not the problem. You were never the problem. Someone else is the problem. But these people are using your pain and the heartbreak that you went through with someone, trying to make you the problem when you're not the problem and you never were. Okay. You're not the controlling one, all right? You're not obsessed with someone. You're not possessive or controlling. You're not. Healing from heartbreak, freedom. You actually want to be free from a toxic relationship. You're trying to figure out how to heal. You're trying to figure out how to heal your heart, right? Or it's even like someone else telling you that they want to help you heal your heartbreak. And you can always look through everything, right? Again, we're going back to something like trust, right? It's like someone saying, you can always look through my phone. You can always look through this. You can track me day and night if you don't trust me. I want to help you heal through this. I'll show you everything you need to know. And then when you ask for those kind of things because you don't trust them and you know what kind of a person they are, they call you controlling. They call you obsessive, stuck in the past. Why do you want to see this? Why are you trying to control me? Even though they offered it to you. But they're not trustworthy. And this is gaslighting. All right? Trying to make you look like you're the one that won't leave them alone. Even though they're the one that won't leave you alone. They won't let you go. They won't let you see anything. They're trying to always control the narrative just because you have questions. Yeah. This has to do with some sort of money in the past. Photographs, screenshots, money, stability, security, permanence, growth. Something about money and something about photographs or screenshots or pictures or I don't know, maybe it's like Instagram. I don't know what it is, all right? But there's like, I feel like there's got to be black on white evidence of how this person gaslights you and manipulates you and lies to your face, right? Passion, yeah, okay. PayPal, hammer, repetitively, persistently working on it. I don't know what they do repetitively. If this is like lying, they lie repetitively, like it's a pattern, like they do it over and over and over and over again, repetitively. It's a pattern. So you're not, like, again, the truth coming out, I guess, is that you're not crazy and you're not obsessive and you're not controlling and you're not jealous. You're just dealing with someone who has a really toxic pattern and they just do something over and over and over again to the point where you keep asking over and over and over again because they keep lying over and over and over again. You know, it's just something like that. Yeah, and this has something to do with a breakup, okay? A breakup. So if this ends, or if this already ended, this relationship, this is why. This is why. It's the pattern of lying and then calling you controlling afterwards. Or the pattern of lying and hiding things and doing things behind your back and then calling you the crazy one for calling them out. Or getting angry with you, right? Getting angry with you for questioning them after they stab you in the back 20,000 times. And that's the truth. That every single time this person has called you controlling or crazy, it was gaslighting, all right? Straight up. So I guess that's the truth that needs to come out, okay, guys? It seems to be important for someone. That this entire, you have to understand, this entire setup is based off of someone else's mental and verbal and emotional abuse towards you. Mental, emotional, and verbal abuse. So you were abused here by multiple people, by this relationship, by every single person that they're involved with, all right? You've been basically abused for years. psychologically, emotionally, verbally, and this is what they use against you. I'm just trying to figure it out. They're trying to use someone else's gaslighting against you. Oh yeah, look, collective is crazy and obsessed because this gaslighting liar called them crazy and obsessed. Oh wow. Very convincing. You convinced me. All right. So the gaslighting narcissist, that's a manipulator and a liar, called collective crazy and obsessed. They must be. They must be. Yeah, no wonder this whole thing is falling to shit. All right. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Okay, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Until next time.